OverDose vapes. Keep your coils tight. Keep your wicks wet. If you're looking for new flavors, all about the clouds, bro. Filling up a clear road, we're dripping on the sub-ohm. Reviews for the juice while traffic jars post viewed on YouTube. And prepare for overdose.
Hello and welcome back to OverDose Vapes. Travis here, taking a look at some e-liquid. This one was sent out by Drip Club, free of charge for this review, and it is from the Milkman's new Heritage line, and this one's called a Smooth. Smooth is, I have it pulled up on my old phone here, my Galaxy J7 Prime, thank you Panda Vapes, new phone. So this one is a beautifully balanced tobacco flavor blend with smooth vanilla and velvety caramel. So yeah, that's the whole thing about the Milkman Heritage line, is that it's all tobacco flavors. I've done red already, and I actually really enjoyed that. It was probably my favorite tobacco flavor I've had in the last couple years. It was a strawberry tobacco, and it kind of came across like a pipe tobacco, and it was really good. It was really, really good. I'm not huge on tobacco flavors, but I can appreciate when one is done well, and that one was done extremely well. So the Smooth, like I said, it's a tobacco with vanilla and caramel, or caramel if you're fancy, like me. And yeah, I'm so excited to vape it. We haven't even looked at the bottle, so why don't we go close, check out the bottle in the box, and Alright, so yeah, you guys got to look at the bottle. You know, typical Milkman bottle stuff, except it's a little bit more classy, a little bit more high tone. It has, you know, gold embossed looking, you know, font and, you know, artwork. Oh, excuse me. And yeah, so it's the Heritage line, you know. It's high class tobaccos from the Milkman. So let's give it a shot. So I'm expecting tobacco, and I'm expecting a vanilla and a caramel. You know what I'm smelling though? It's a very toasted, like a toasted flour kind of smell. I don't know if anybody in the audience cooks, but when I was working as a chef in my previous life, we used to make a thing called you know, a roux. And a roux is basically where you you know, you toast flour in a pan and you kind of add you know butter and milk or whatever. And I definitely, it has that aroma, like kind of like toasted flour, if that makes any sense. It has a very toasted aroma to it. So I get very little, at least from the aroma, you get very little vanilla or caramel. It's very toasted tobacco kind of aroma. Out of the bottle either, like I don't get a whole lot of vanilla or caramel, which is kind of disconcerting, because I would expect it to be kind of heaped on there, but like it was with red. Red was very strong with strawberry. So you know, interestingly enough, I got caramel first on that one, on that first inhale. Very you know, not strong, but out of the flavors, caramel was what I tasted first. I'm trying this in 3 milligram. It's 60 mil, what I got here. I'm not sure if you can get it in 30 mil. I will leave, I'll put it on the screen right now, if you can get it in 30 mils. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's just 60 mil standard, because that's what I like. And this Max VG, I'm not sure what that means in this case. I remember that the old Milkman line, I think, was 80-20. So maybe that's what this is. I'm not 100% sure. It's very thick on, you know, in the bottle. The liquid has a very viscous kind of texture to it. So, you know, amazingly, this has a very robust tobacco toasted aroma to it and smell out of the bottle. But that's not what I'm getting a lot of in the actual vape. I'm getting a lot of very soft caramel notes with little bits of vanilla. Way less than I expected. I actually expected a lot more vanilla, and it's not that at all. The whole flavor is very understated. It's very soft. It is not a very dense flavor. It's got nice clouds. Feels, it's extremely smooth. There's no throat hit at all, at least at 3 milligram. But it's not as cloudy as I'm used to experiencing with Milkman. It just doesn't seem to be as cloudy. So maybe it's a different ratio. I'm not 100% sure. It could be the same. I'm just not experiencing the same kind of clouds. With the regular Milkman lines, with like the original Milkman or any of the other flavors, it has a very dense vapor. It's very milky. The clouds are very heavy. This one seems a little bit less so. But the flavor itself, like I said, it's understated. It's soft. It's very light. Lots of little caramel, lots of caramel, soft caramel notes. Little hints of vanilla here and there, and an overall kind of toasted tobacco flavor that runs through it. Kind of a stable flavor note that is always there. It's got a good balance to it, actually. It's not overwhelming with tobacco. It's not overwhelming with any of the flavors, because, like I said, it's a very light flavor. But I enjoy it. I think that it is well balanced. I do. I think, for me at least, it has a good balance of those flavors. The aftertaste, it kind of builds up an aftertaste, and the tobacco becomes stronger and stronger, which is what I experienced with red as well. That the more you vape it, the more of that tobacco that you get. It kind of gets left in the back of the throat a little bit, and that flavor kind of sticks with you. But I'm still getting tons of caramel, and I'm still getting little hints of vanilla. If I could change anything, I would probably say I would like more vanilla. That would be what I expected out of this, at least. And that would be probably what I would enjoy more. Just more flavor in general, more of the caramel, more of the vanilla, I think would suit this well. But, it is what it is. It's enjoyable. It's highly enjoyable. It's just not, it's not as robust as I would have liked, especially for like a tobacco. I don't think of light flavor when I think of like a vanilla caramel tobacco. I think of more like a heavy duty kind of flavor, and it's just not that. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 3 out of 5. It's kind of like an average, liquid. It's enjoyable to vape, but it doesn't really stand out as being something extraordinary like Red did. Red for me was an extraordinarily well done tobacco. This one just kind of seems like a little bit like an RY4, like a well done RY4, but an RY4 nonetheless. So, all right, well, thank you so much to Drip Club for sending this out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please keep your coils tight. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.
It's too late now, 'cause I'm growing old, but I need you to deal with my sorrow.